I went on and looked at the things I've been learning and fascinated with, like languages. There are so many languages, there are so many concepts, and it's not a different world altogether, like so many facets of one central thing. If you hear any meowing or see any cats, these are my rescue cats. I live with kitties. Maybe I should show you one. Zucker, come on. Come on, say hello. Come on. Hold on. Yeah. Okay. No, you don't want to come say hello next time. Anyways, so I started to look at stuff that I was fascinated with: languages, science, biology, and biology is so fascinating. You look at the huge capacity of this mechanism. So many molecules coming together and then just basically acting together in a perfect way. And by the way, you will hear me switch accents. My original accent at school is like very, very Butler British. And I try to use American accent to make it easier to understand for most people, but yeah, if you hear me switch accents, that's okay. Anyways, so I carried on with sciences, with physics. I loved physics. I loved biology. I loved sciences. Loved it. There is a thrill to science. Anyways, I can go on about it forever. So I started thinking. I went to college. I had good grades, so they shipped me, totally hauled me to a dentist school. And back then, I was completely taken out of my very meticulous, aristocratic, knife and fork environment to a rural area. Very different beliefs, very actually expelling beliefs, stuff that if you get to deal with, I'll tell you about it, but stuff if you get to deal with, it actually pushes you out of any type of religion, to be honest. Not just Islam or any. At that point, I was against any type of religion, if that's the way people think about it, if that's the way people speak about it, if there is so much uncertainty, if there is so much extremism, if there is so much judgment, then nah, that's not how I want it to be anyways. So I went to school in a rural area, and I started meditating at the time. I was speaking about 2001, 2002. Started looking at nature. There were so many beautiful flowers in the campus, in the university campus, that actually kept me company a lot better than people, because I realized, like, at that point in time where I stayed, Christians were not being congratulated, or not given best wishes on Christmas and Epiphany, like on any holy day. And when I did this, people were like, "Oh my god!" I didn't wear hijab at the time. I used to be shoved out of or at least told to leave the masjid, the mosque, for not I'm not wearing hijab, so why should I be praying like I'm not Muslim? I would go there to meditate. I was trying and like every now and then go pray and talk to God in the way I knew at the time. So I was like, yeah, it wasn't for me anyway, that's fine. So I started meditating. I started thinking, everything follows a rule or a set of rules, and what makes it a rule is that there is a set of exceptions, which is a very, very small subset of what follows this rule, and they're all compliant to one centric concept, So there are so many creatures, but you know that each and every creature will need to see, will need to eat, will need to regenerate, will need to copulate, and then some creatures don't follow that to show you that it's the rule. But that's another story. I'll tell you about that in the next episode.